Now, students, when we talk about the using if with for, all right, that simply means that I am talking about a condition within the for loop. This is very important thing. All right. Now, for example, I take one program here, printing all even numbers from 1 to say 25. I want to print all the even numbers. So students, when I talk about checking even numbers, what I do, I write number. Alright, suppose I take number NO here, mod 2 means if the number is divisible. How the divisibility is checked? Number mod 2 equals to 0. So that means number is divisible by 2. So if condition is there, and then you write system dot out dot print ln, and what do I print? I write NO is even number. All right, now I have to check all the numbers from 1 to 25. That means I need to get these numbers 1 to 25. Right, that means 1, 2, 3, all the numbers I have to check. So what I will do, I am checking all the time NO over here. So I can use NO over here and initialize it with 1, right? And then I write NO up to, that means less than equal to. Increase the number by 1 because once I have checked 1, then I have to move towards a 2, then 3, then 4, then 5 like this. Up to 5 we go. So NO plus plus. Alright, so initialization expression, test expression and update expression. And here I can initialize int no with the value 1. That is done. And this is a for loop, so I put for over here. And now this entire thing has to kept, inside the loop. That means that will become the loop body. So curly brace is open and curly brace of the loop is closed. This is open here and this I have closed over there. This is a closing of the for. This is the beginning of the if block and this is the end of the if block. Alright, now how does it work? We have initialized NO with 1. So NO is 1 here. We have to go to up to 25, right? Then I check. So first initialization, then it is true because it is less than 25. It comes here, it checks, right? So if it is false, then this will not be executed. Then it moves towards the next number. Update expression will take place. Then it becomes 2. Then it is checked. 25 is bigger than 2. That, or I can say 2 is less than 25. So again this is true. The control comes here. It is validated. This time it is true. 2 is divisible by 2. So number is even. So that cycle continues and we get all the even numbers. Simple. So I have used this condition within the loop. Within the loop I said. That means inside the curly braces of the loop. Alright, nobody will close the loop before the if statement because that is a part of the loop. Similarly, I can do the odd number questions. Suppose I want to print odd numbers. Print odd numbers. Alright. So odd numbers, how I can print? I have to again run the same loop. This time I write directly here int no equals to 1. No, suppose I want to print all the odd numbers up to 50. So I can write it like this. Alright. Now you can see the same loop is there. No is here 1 and up to 25 the only thing I have done according to the question because up to 50 I wanted, right? Up to 50. So I, instead of writing 25, I have written 50 over there. Then I have got this update expression, so it is updated also. So I place condition inside this. Now this time number is not divisible by 2. So mod 2 not equal to 0. The only difference is this is equal to and there is not equal to. And the message will be different this time. I will write system dot out dot print ln. Here what will I write? I will write number is odd number. All right, simple. Now I close the if statement, then I close the for. Right. So please practice it 4 5 times so that you understand the idea of placing a condition within the loop. I hope everybody has the clear idea now. Thank you.